Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be taking a look at the demo version of a game called Blightstone, and this is a fantastic and challenging turn-based strategy roguelike with some really fresh mechanics for the genre. Now, for instance, there's a camping system, there's resource gathering, there's randomized loot and skills, and discoverable events and treasures on the map. This game also has a dope soundtrack, and you can consider your boy AK here officially enthralled by this game, and I'm really excited to showcase it for you here today. Now, if you want to try out this game for yourself, you can certainly do so. There is a free demo available right now on Steam, link in the video description below. Otherwise, the release date is simply 2025. So we're going to hop on into a brand new run. If you are enjoying the video, please smash the like button. It really does help me out. And if you happen to be new here, then please consider becoming a subscriber as well. Thank you so much. Now let's rock and roll. Alright, so I am fresh off the tutorial, and the tutorial actually brings you through pretty much a full run, and each new run does begin in this little hub here. This is where you select your team. Looks like we're having some spirited conversation, our adventurers, about the upcoming adventure, and this is where we can assemble our team of 3. So, available to us, we have Hubert the Hunter. This guy can obviously shoot the bow, and then you see the camping skills there, right? So, each of these characters can do different things while we're at camp as well. So that's a pretty cool element of this game. The Hunter also has the dog, so he can sick the dog fang on the enemy as well. We also have Brun the Brawler. So this guy, obviously a pretty good tank, a pretty good frontline force. He's got pretty mediocre camping skills, but, is a force to be reckoned with in battle. Then we also have the Arcanist. So this guy has attack magic, essentially. And then on the bench, we have the Druid. So I just got this guy unlocked, and I think we're going to want to use the Druid here today. So I think what I want to do is sub in the Druid for the Arcanist, and we can run a team of Hunter, Brawler, and Druid. Now there is another system at work here, the Crystal Runes. Not really sure what this is all about really yet, but as you complete runs, your crystal does gain experience, and then once it levels up, I do believe you get another rune. Furthermore, what's this? So a gem pool, I think this will dictate the abilities that your gem gets, because your gem comes with you where you go. Your gem does participate in fights and does have special skills that it will obtain throughout the course of a run. You don't want your gem to die. It's got, HP that does not refill based on what I've seen. So let's begin a new run. Let's go. Now we're going to load on into our little map here, and gem found. One last thing the wizard says while giving you an Earthglass gem. Glows when brought near the crystal. So let's bind it, and this will give us a selection from the pool. So we have Healing Aura. On end turn, heals 1 to all allies in range. We have Link of Might, plus 20% damage to nearest ally adventurer. And we have Purifying Chain. Deals 1 holy damage to an entity, can chain to nearby targets up to 2 times. So holy damage, unholy entities are vulnerable to it. Okay. I mean, Healing Aura doesn't sound terrible, but Link of Might seems pretty darn good. Plus 20% damage to nearest ally adventurer. I think if we put our bow user right next to it, right? Might be a pretty good combination. Let's do it. Sounds really strong, actually. Of course, we have our legend over here. So unknown, non-combat, combats. We have stores. We have hidden. Not really sure what that's all about. We have treasure. We have a mini boss, and of course, a boss as well. So it looks like there's a mini boss right here. I probably want to endeavor toward the mini boss, but of course, we have a couple of normal fights first. So let's do a normal fight, and you'll get the feel of this game real quick. Now, if you want to formulate your party, you can do so by clicking this button, and this will bring you to your party formulation screen. What's cool about this game is the gear that you equip them does show up on the sprites, and we're going to be getting some gear as well. And gear is specific to each character. Like the Brawler will get, like, fists, right? This guy will get bows, and the staff for the Druid. Pretty cool. We also have our collection of skills. So each character has a different skill set, of course. We'll learn more about those in battle. In fact, the Druid, I'm very, very unfamiliar with the Druid skills. So Claw. Shreds 1, dealing 4 damage and adding bleed for 2 turns. He's got Splinter Burst. Deals 6 damage, adding bleeding for 2 turns in a cone area of radius 12 from a wood source. Okay, so like blows up a tree or something and causes bleed. That's pretty cool. He's got 1 AP, it costs 1 wood. Okay, so we do have our resources up top. So this is definitely something that you want to pay attention to. AP does refill, but we have these resources that we're managing as we go about our adventure, okay? So wood is very important because it does light the campfire for you. So you always want to make sure that you have some wood. Then these other resources are used for a variety of things, either at camp or to use skills. So for instance, this skill right here, Splinter Burst, is going to cost 1 AP, but also cost 1 wood as well. So keep that in mind. It's got a super high cooldown, and it does end the turn immediately upon using it. Probably his ultimate skill. We have Summon Beast. Summons a random allied beast. It's stunned for 1 turn. Cost an herb. Okay, so the druid uses a lot of your resources, it does appear. Wall of Thorns, 1 AP, ends turn, cooldown 2. Creates a 4-step long, 2-step wide wooden obstacle with 10 life points. It has Thorned 2. Okay, cool. Then camping skills, which are brought out when our team pitches tents, essentially. Healing Buds heals 3 damage to all allies. Guarding Roots reduces bad event risk by 20%. And Whispers of the Wild gets a random map info. And that is the key to finding, like, hidden treasures and things that are hidden on this map. Because there are hidden things that are not visible to us more like right now. Which is super cool. I do like that element of this game. So let's head on into our first battle. Let's go. And let's see what awaits us. Let's see what tainted creatures await us here. It looks like we have some townsfolk that have been corrupted. We end you now. Yeah, we'll see about that. Alright, so Tainted Villager, 8 HP on the Villager. Tainted Dark Event risk is increased by 3%. Okay. Tainted Mad Villager with 12 HP. And obviously they're in close on us. Now, the way this game works is each character has 2 AP, okay? You can see these little green orbs right here that represents AP. Now, using a skill does, of course, cost AP. The AP cost is listed right here, okay? Now, if the mark is green, it means it does not end your turn. If the mark is red, it means it will end your turn, no matter how much AP you might have remaining, okay? So keep that in mind. And then also, you can move. And to move, all you do is click the field. Then you'll see. So that's his move radius, right? So that's 1 AP, and then extending it costs 2 AP, okay? So keep that in mind as well. He also has the uppercut skill, costs 1 AP, deals 6 damage. And it looks like she's just about in range, so let's, the way of the fist, right? The way of the fist. Bam. That's right, just punched her down, man. That is a vicious, vicious strike from our brawler, Brun. Looks like we have an explosive barrel here, so the Arcanist is a little bit better at this, but you know, you can use telekinesis to like throw the barrel at the enemies as well. You can also push enemies into things. It's a pretty interactive environment. But let's go ahead and let's actually just leave our brawler put right there. Hubert, our boy Hubert. So he's got the dog attack. So he can actually sick the dog all the way up there to attack the villager. He's also got really long range. Does 7 damage. Does have a cooldown of 1, but costs 1 AP. I mean, it's a really, really good move. In fact, if I shot this barrel, what would be the impact of this? How about this? Yes. Boom. Alright, very nice. So now they're on fire. She's got 2 stacks of burning and 2 HP left, meaning she is toast at the start of the turn. And this guy will take 2 damage as well, giving him 4 HP left. So let's see if maybe Aaron can get the claw. Okay, so the claw is very short range, it does appear. Splinter Burst, very long range. And it looks like I could burst like these objects. How about this tree? How about this? Boom. Alright, big hit there. Balance restored, says our druid. And let's stick the dog on her. Go get him, doggo. That's right. Way to go. Nothing to worry about. That's right, Hubert. We prevailed. Yes, we did. And now we get experience, which is quite nice. And when your characters level up, they can learn new skills and things to empower them, which is quite nice. Everybody's level 1. And we actually get some pretty good spoils as well. So I don't really have to be too stingy with the resources, but I do think we want to keep an eye on our wood supply. Particularly, especially with the druid and that powerful splinter skill. So let's go with some... I'm going to actually take the scrap. Because in the tutorial at camp, you were able to fashion the scrap into gear. And gear seems a little sparse in this. So next up, I say we go this way. Because I want to do this. So let's go this way, here, here, mini boss. Let's go. And the art style is real good. It's like a 2.5 dimension kind of approach with this. And Yeah, it looks real nice. Plays good, the animations are good, the colors are good. And it looks like, hope you're ready to bleed. Well, those are some bold words there, pal. I don't know who you're messing with. You're gonna find out real soon, though. Alright, so, Splinter Burst. Let's see, what can we do with this just immediately? Can I get 2 for 1? Not quite. Let's see, maybe over here. Can we get 2 for 1? Okay, it looks like this guy is going to be blocked, so it's going to... it's only a 15% chance to hit, right? Because he's pretty well covered behind this. So there are obstacles in the way as well. So keep that in mind. Let's see, so we could throw up a wall. I could summon a beast. I do like the idea of the Splinter Burst. So we got a bowman. That guy's a bowman. These guys are axemen. And then a wolf as well. Well, let's see. How about this? Can I explode this? I mean, the prospect of the bowman just teeing off on me, I don't like it too much. But, I mean, we gotta... I think we have to deal with these axes first. So I'm fairly certain there's no way to get both of them with one, unfortunately. But we're gonna attempt to maybe tinker around with this just a little bit, and you can see, like, the corner that I'm selecting, or the space I'm selecting to use this skill, does affect the radius of it, right? So you see this little red orb, right? It does depend on where you're grabbing the structure from. I mean, it's almost there, it's just not quite there, right? It's just not quite there. We gotta move off of it, unfortunately. Now, what I should probably do first is... So I could claw this guy, but he's gonna have to move and then use the claw. So let's go ahead and let's summon a beast. Let's summon a beast right here, maybe to tempt him. Looks like we got a nice fox. And then let's go ahead and Splinter Burst this guy. Bam. Alright, nice. Okay, so this guy used an interrupt skill, I do believe. So I actually didn't see that, but usually there's like a little circle that pops up that shows you the intention. Obviously the bow user is going to do that. I didn't see it though, so that's not good for me. Our boy Brun here does have the charge command, so this is actually pretty good. And this is kind of cool because you can like bounce off of things and hit multiple units. Like the battle system is really well done in this game. It's really fun to kind of mess around with. So like, can I bump off of this wolf? Whoops, did not mean to do that, but the wolf gets absolutely knocked back. Yeah, that was a misclick by your boy here. So we do have bolt shot that I could try. Otherwise, dog attack. Dog can get him. So let's shoot him. And let's sick the dog on him. Go get him, doggo. That's right. Nice kill. Way to go. And then our crystal also has some abilities as well. So, a passive skill, actually 2 passive skills. So fires 2 earth bolts at the end of the turn, each dealing 2 damage to random enemies. Okay, so what I'm hoping here is these guys are enthralled by the fox. We'll certainly see. Let's end the turn there. Alright, nice. Earth bolts come down. Alright, so this guy comes on up. And what I've noticed is the enemies tend to either go for your crystal or softer targets. That's what it seems. So I'm surprised that the fox didn't do anything. The fox is autonomous, meaning we can't control it. What do you think, dog? What does this look like for you? So he could uppercut. Can he get here and uppercut? He can. So I think what we have to do is let's shoot this guy. 100% chance to hit him for 7. It's a good hit. How about that? A critical hit. Very, very nice. Let's sick the dog on the wolf. That's right. Superiority. And bam. Uppercut for the win. Now you're probably wondering, so when does the camping take place? Well, you gotta move a couple of nodes on the map first, and then the camping will take place. Your characters will eat food. They will use wood for the fire, and then you can do things like heal your characters. Obviously, we took some hits there. I'm gonna grab this scrap as well. Because it's still technically day 1, right? So, I think you gotta, like, maybe travel 3 nodes and then nightfall comes. Alright, so we have an event here. Sometimes these can be fights. Sometimes these can be... Looks like we have a fight. Oh no, not you. Okay, so we got undead, unsavory creatures indeed. Armored skeleton warrior. Maximum damage of 5. Or sorry, maximum absorption damage of 5. We got a half zombie. How about that? That's inventive. Regular zombie. Receives plus 50% damage to holy, okay? Alright, well, they're in on us quickly. Our druid is not doing good right now. Let's see, maybe a splinter burst can get things started for us. Let's see, can we maybe... Okay, we can get 2 of them with this. It'll kill the half zombie and greatly hurt this one. Make him bleed. I mean, we gotta clear out the riffraff, man. So let's do it. Boom. Alright, nice job. Nature reclaims. For you, let's... What does it look like for you? I mean, he could take the shot here. We got the brawler that can go fisticuffs with this guy or this guy. So I think I take the shot here. Boom. Let's sick the dog on him. Alright, good job, dog. Like, way to go, dog. Way to get it done. Uppercut here, and he still has. So we gotta take out this guy, yes. This guy is bled. But can we get there? We can. Alright. Brawler. Just super good, man. The brawler is just tough, man. And we got some long-range magic attack, and in comes the skeleton. Obviously from a long way out, so it works in our favor. So another thing this guy can do, our brawler, he can grab, and then that gives him new actions. So let's see if we can actually do this. It's going to give him headbutt, so deal 8 damage to a grabbed entity. He can also throw as a free action. Let's do it. Okay, so headbutt, we don't have enough AP. Okay, because I moved twice, right. Okay, well, let's throw him to the wolves, like, literally. Talon Claw. Boom. And again. Alright, good job. Good job, Druid. How about the long-range snipe? You bet. Nice job, Hunter. Okay, so, the battle did not end, meaning... At the end of the turn countdown, the character revives. Is that so? You're gonna revive, huh? We'll throw him to the wolves. Alright, good job, dog. That's my boy. That's a good boy. That's how it's done. That's right. That is how it's done. Alright, so Brun levels up in face. And what does he have? So he gets a new skill or a new upgrade of some sort. Now there's different types and different tiers. So, you know, you got common, rare, epic. I haven't seen anything greater than epic. So what does he have? Momentum Strike. Dashes and deals 4 damage, propelling any reach entity with strength 4. So strength 4 is how far back they're going to fly, right? And that does end your turn. Costs 1 AP. But we could always use the uppercut first and then do this. So I kind of like it. We got Drink. Heals 4 to oneself. So a self-healing skill with 3 cooldown, does not end turn. Or Spinning Clothesline. Deals 6 damage in a circle radius of 1.5. It does end turn. I mean, this is interesting as well. I mean, 6 damage. I mean, this is going to be fun because it will send the units flying. Let's go with Momentum Strike. I'm okay with that. And more gears. More scrap. Yes. Alright, so we do set up camp. So after 3 instances on the map, you do set up camp. And now we can click on into the camp and do some important things. Now, first and foremost, the longer your voyage goes on, okay, this dark event risk level does increase. Now, I'm not entirely sure what happens if this were to trigger, but per what the game suggested, nothing good would happen. So what you can do is you can add more wood to the fire to lower the dark event risk. So I think I will, given we have plenty of wood. Now it's 0. And there's several different things that we can do here. So we have total of 3 campfire action points. So we can do different things with our blend of units, right? And we also have a single crystal action. So the crystal actions are pretty impactful. So heals 10 HP to one character. We have Fortitude, adds plus 20% damage to a character for the next day. So the next day could be several battles even. We have Scrap Traps, reduce dark event risk by 20%. Or Extraordinary Craft. Creates an equipment piece to choose from 3 random options. So this is 8 scrap and 2 wood, 1 AP for the crystal. I think this is what we want to do because we need some gear, man. So let's do it. All right, crystal. So what do we have? Wind Surfer Cape. So this is for the druid. Adds plus 30% movement and 20% dodge. Adds 2 max life points. Otherwise, we have some spiked gloves. When hitting, it deals plus 1 damage, adding bleed for 2 turns. Okay, that's pretty good. Otherwise, the Flower Mantle heals 1 to all nearby allies at the end of the combat. Adds 1 max life point. Interesting. So it does. Makes our druid heal slightly. So do we want to go more offensive with Brun the Brawler? I mean, if we look at everybody's HP here. To all nearby allies. I wonder if that heals the druid itself. I guess I don't know. But 30% movement and 20% dodge. I mean, that's pretty good too. This is 1 damage but bleeding as well. I mean, he's going to be pretty lethal. I'm kind of torn between maybe getting armor for the druid. Like, I think this is pretty good. Plus 20% dodge, 30% movement, 2 max life points. I think you gotta go with it. So we'll take that. And then there's ways to heal with our character skills. Heals 3 damage to all allies. I think that's a no-brainer. It does cost 1 herb, but let's do it. All right, very nice. Good job. So that, of course, takes 1 campfire action point. Gets a random map info. So this could uncover a treasure for us, perhaps, or another secret that's on the map. So that certainly is an option. Otherwise, we do have Share a Drink. Heals 4 damage to ally adventurers. So that's an option. Heals 5 blight. So blight is something that stacks up on your characters at the dawn of each new day. Okay? That's another thing that you have to manage down. Otherwise, we have Lick Wounds. Dog heals 4 damage to an ally. So we could use that right on Brun. I mean, I think what we have to do is we probably have to, on 30% chance, dog gets an equipment or a resource. Is that so? I mean, I think I have to heal broadly. It'll get us back to full health. So I think we certainly have to do this. That, of course, takes some booze for each character. So that's good. Everybody's full health now. Could either do the Sniff and Dig command for the hunter, or we could try to find random map info. Let's see if we can get some more equipment. Come on, dog. All right, so we found some gold. I mean, not terrible. Your dog brings you home some money, right? You tell him good boy for sure. And you can see the blight stacks stacking up. There is a shiny Earthglass gem sprouting from the land. Can be bound to the crystal. So now our crystal essentially levels up and gets a new skill. So Link of Impact, another passive skill. 25% critical hit chance to nearest ally adventurer. We have Ray of Light. Okay, so this is holy damage. All allies get plus 10% experience. I think we gotta do that. We'll make our crystal a beacon of passive upgrades. So let's go to another fight, mini boss, and then shop for sure. Let's go. Alright, so what awaits us here? More bandits. You're gold now, or you'll be spilling your guts right here. Yeah, we'll see, buddy. Refuse to yield, man. This is my money. Get out of here. Nature Awaken. Alright, so this guy. So he does have his interruption skill. And this is where it's going to proc off, right? So you want to pay attention to this. And it's in 2 actions. So if you move, that's an action. If you use a skill, that's an action as well. So essentially what we want to do is either kill him in one fell swoop, or essentially move Brun and our druid. Now it's most unfortunate. Can the dog get him? I could shoot him and then have the dog get him. That'll get him out of here. And then we can get the brawler up front. We can use the splinter attack. This guy's another archer as well. Just 1 axeman. I think that's what I have to do. Let's be aggressive with them. Alright, so shoot him. How about that? The critical hit takes him out. You love to see that. Absolutely. Alright, so we have Splinter Burst. Let's do it. I kind of love this attack. Okay, that guy has 14 HP. So let's hit him with it. Now he's bleeding. Bloody mess. He's got 2 stacks of bleed. Momentum strike. Could I, like, somehow charge into him? Yeah, so if I charge through the dog, I do hit the dog. We don't want that. Of course. Oh, let's see. Hubert. What else can you do? You could stick the dog on this guy. Take him down to 5 HP. And then we could send Brun up this way to take out this guy. Otherwise, we send the dog up here. Dog versus an axe user is kind of scary. Let's send the dog over here. Alright, nice job, dog. Afflicts him with bleed. And then Brun, you. Let's just charge him and take him out, man. That's right. Get absolutely wrecked, man. 1 down and 1 to go. Let's go. Alright, nice job, Crystal. I guess I discounted what the Crystal was going to do as well. So this guy moves back and then succumbs to bleed. And yeah, piece of cake. That's how it's done, says Brun. You bet. Closer to our next level up. More scrap. Let's see. Let's get some wood. Don't want to run out of that. Alright, mini boss. Let's see what the mini boss has in store for us. See what it is. Alright, so it's a very giant ogre-looking fellow with a giant life bar, 65 HP for the giants. Wow. Okay, this guy's intense already. Do I have... Let's see, so can I think we should summon a beast. Let's see, can I splinter burst this guy? Only in range, got it. Not quite long enough there. Way too short. Well, let's shoot him. For sure, I mean, that's a pretty obvious thing. I don't think I'm ready to send the dog in yet. Brun, however. Do we charge in there with Brun? I mean, it seems like a pretty bad idea. Does it not? It does. So maybe we move Brun in just a little bit. Maybe we get this guy up just a little bit too. Just so he can extend the range of his splinter burst. I would assume this guy moves up. So we'll see. Hubert, let's see. Let's get you right close to the crystal, so you get that damage boost. And let's end the turn there. Let's see what he does. Alright, so he takes a couple of points of earth damage. So this guy comes on up, and he stomps Brun pretty darn heavily with 14 damage, man. Massive, massive hit. But we do have 2 uppercuts. Alright, so Brun fighting back. Splinter burst, not going to be enough, is it? Nope. So how about this? Bolt shot. Yes. Stick the dog on him. Alright, good job, dog. So we can pull the dog back as well, if he likes. It's an option. We have the fox. We have this Aaron. And it does add bleed. Let's pull the dog back. Hopefully the fox can get in there. Alright, good job, fox. So this guy has a bunch of bleed stacks on him. Let's see what he does. Okay, so he stuns his Brun down? That's the question. It looks like maybe he is. Well, we're gonna have to learn a little bit more about what happens. Looks like the character's just done. Permadeath, right? Yeah. So he's just a thing of the past now. Absolutely brutal. However, Aaron does level up. Plus 10% damage for each allied beast. Shoot a projectile that shreds 2, dealing 4 damage and adding poison for 1 turn. Does end turn. We've got Bark Skin. Adds 1 armor, wood source, and thorns 2 to a character. I mean, I think we need another attack. If Brun's down, we need another attack. When the dog ends a skill, it can move up to 0 steps, adding plus 20% damage for 2 turns. Marker Shot. Shoots a projectile that deals 4 damage, adding marked 45. What does that do? 45% increased accuracy and 45% more damage. Wow. Dog deals 6 damage, adding bleeding for 2 turns to enemy that enters the circle area around it. I mean, the dog might have to serve as our guard, frankly. 6 damage is 2 bleed. Yeah. I mean, without a frontliner, we got a Thorn Thrower. So this is a weapon for our archer. All damage is piercing damage. It adds plus 10% damage. Certainly take it. New recruits. Okay, so we got a new adventurer. Yeah. So who's this guy? He's a priest. Okay, so that is a class that I'm unfamiliar with completely. And it's not a class that's available to bring along with you. So I wonder if that's like the default class when somebody should fall. So he's going to purify. Target a circle area, deals 5 holy damage, okay. Purifying water, purifies 2, adding wet in the cone of a radius of 6. God's Hand, pushes an entity with strength 3. Okay, cool. Let's get equipped though. In fact, I've got this that I forgot to throw on. So yes, the gear does show up on your units, which is super cool. Then we have this crossbow as well. How about that? Nice looking new bow. Alright, cool. It's cool that your characters, well, at least you always have a party of 3. That's pretty cool. Let's go on into the store and see if we can get some more gear. Welcome, my fine friend. Might attempt you with some of my exquisite potions or elixirs. Yeah, we'll see what you got, buddy. Enhances the stats of a hero. Upgrades the rarity of any skill of an adventurer. Could also stock up on some food. Otherwise, he does have. So, Wolf Hood. Adds plus 10% damage. I mean, I think yes. Heals 1 blight at the end of combat. I mean, this seems good as well. I mean, I like this. So let's buy it. 20% accuracy, we seem to be fine. Let's do this. Oh, I can buy a bunch of these, okay. Let's get a skill elixir and play around with it. See what it does. Do I need food? Guess it's just 1 gold. Let's get some more supplies. There's a shiny Earthglass gem sprouting from the land. It can be bound to the crystal. Okay, so we will. Ray of Light. 2 holy damage to all targets. Plus 25% crit hit chance to nearest allied adventurer. Plus 1 armor to an ally. Let's go with this. I think we're going to be heavy in on our bow user here. Given he's got some gear, right? Okay, so cool. Wolf Hood is considered an accessory. 10% to damage. So let's use this on you, buddy. 10% more damage. 1 max light point, 1 movement. Let's go damage. Let's use this on you as well. Okay, so cool. Bolt Shot. Deals 8 damage. Reducing threat, sets a trap, deals 11 damage. Wow. Let's go with Bolt Shot. Let's get that upgraded. Skill potions, man. Really, really good. All right, so the dark event risk is, of course, at 20%. So let's reduce that and let's figure out what we're going to do. So healing. Everybody is healed up. I guess rip our brawler, but everybody's healed up. 20% damage to a character for the next day. I think that's a great use on our hunter. Guy's going to be pretty insane. All right, so we don't need to heal. Get 2 or 3 units of wood. Reduce bad event risk by 20%. I think we use the dog. He's going to heals 10 blights. 20% damage and 20% crit chance to 1 hell eye for a day. Let's do it. Let's stock him up. Why not? Random map info. Let's do this. Come on, dog. Find something good. All right, found some herbs. Depends on what kind of herbs, I suppose. Heal 10 blight. I mean, we can. Otherwise, we can get random map info. Let's heal 10 blight. So our hunter is going to be very, very important to the cause. So let's nap. We have an unknown event. Okay, how about this? So this is a random event that pops up mid-path, right? Good to see you so soon, traveler. Whenever I have time, I try to follow every step of your progress. I'm amazed. Here you have a little help for the travel. Okay, cool. How about this? Look at this. Cannon bow. Adds plus 80% damage, reduces minus 30% accuracy, and minus 50% movement. When attacking, it consumes 1 recoverable wood. Adds plus 80% damage. Are you kidding me? That is absolutely insane. Plus 80% damage. Otherwise, plus 1 armor to the druid. Or plus 20% dodge. Also would be good on the druid, who already has the armor that can make him dodge. Do I like minus 30% accuracy? I think that's the question that I need to ask myself. He can only shoot once per turn, regardless, based on his skills. His movement is going to be hampered. I mean, I think you gotta do it because it's gonna make for an interesting remainder of the run. Thanks. I mean, that's a great find. Great event. So let's get this thing equipped. And I suppose we can always throw on the other bow if we don't like it. But yeah, this guy's going to be an absolute monster now, man. Alright, I like it. Let's go. Alright, so what do we have here? Please, I beg you. What's wrong? Monster appeared days ago and scared my cows away. They're all I have for me and my daughter. Help and follow him to the monster's lair. Yes. Seize the opportunity to take everything he's got? You kidding me? Oh boy, what do we have here? A blighted boar. Vulnerable to holy. Some pretty sturdy creatures on the field. So let's summon a beast. And let's do the splinter burst. This is really the only wood thing in range, huh? Well, if I move, that's not good. We could do Cobra's Pit. Well, looks like we need a wall of thorns. Actually, what I want to do first is Hubert. 18 HP, 93% chance to hit. 49% crit chance. 21 damage, wow. 49% chance to crit. I mean, yes. Alright, huge hit there. That hit was lethal. I mean, it almost was. It really almost was. The dog can take him out. Just promptly take him out. Do we like that? Is that what I want to do? What can you do again? You can push an entity with strength. So I can push these guys into one another. Yeah, why not? Critical hit. How about that? Perfect. I can actually push him again, too. Maybe I can get the dog up there on him to do some damage. We can push him back and then use the bramble wall or whatever. Either that or push him to where he can get splinter bursted. Over by this tree, right? How much HP does he have left? 6 damage adds bleed. He's got 7. So it actually should work out. Oh, he's out of range now. Darn. Alright, well, let's do the Wall of Thorns. I guess I'm unsure of how this works, actually. Can't hit him with the talon either. Let's see what this does. Let's pull the dog out of there, huh? Sounds good to me. And let's call that a turn. Alright, good damage there. Let's see what he does. So he goes for the fox. Completely fine. The fox fights back. Well, that's not half bad there, fox. 100% chance to hit the fox. How about dog? Finish him off. Boom. Alright, absolutely excellent. Man, that new bow is pretty insane. And I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I've got some crystals, some food, money. You saved us, my daughter and I. We owe our future to you. Please take this. It's all I've got left. What do we get? What's this? Sacred Heart for the priest. Adds plus 20% healing and 10% dodge. Definitely take it. Cool. Alright, another fight and then the boss. Let's go. Really curious to see how our archer does against the boss, right? It looks like we have an archer as our adversary as well. With a couple of dogs. Go back, nothing. Well worth a shot. Alright, so we're not in a very good position here, are we? Alright, priest. Can you push anything? I think I certainly want to bunch these guys up. Splinter burst, okay. So let's see, we can get 2 dogs. So if the priest can maybe pull this guy. Let's see if he can push anything. I mean, he can make these 2 dogs crash, I suppose. So let's do that. And let's do this. Splinter burst. Ah, missed him. Is that so? I mean, Tainted Hunter, we have to take him out. So he's got to move up with his really, really heavy bow. So 36, excuse me, percent chance to hit that dog. 64% chance to hit the target. We got to go for the target. Gotta. All right, nice hit. Wow. What an impressive shot that was. I'm loving that new bow, man. Definitely a game, or at least it appears, where you can get a pretty radical piece of gear, and it just completely changes the run. Well, terrific. Get him, dog. Dog v dog. Absolutely. Balance returns. Alright, how about some levels up? Nope. No leveling up in face here. Kinda seems like level ups are hard to come by. Actually like that dog. Smelled awful, but still. Alright, so what do we have? In preparation for the boss fight. I mean, our priest can heal. Looks like Hubert took a small hit. I mean, if he goes down, we're in big trouble. But we got the boss. So let's make it happen. So many of you, but it won't matter. I need y'all gone. Arg, you always ruin everything. You'll regret your actions soon. Regret, y'all, ugh. You'll be the ones regretting your existence after I'm done with you. Alright, so those are some big words from the demonic Karantos. So he's vulnerable to holy damage. Okay. Well, you've got some holy skills, right? Yeah, sure does. That does end his turn, though. Let's wait on that for a bit. There doesn't appear to be any wood sources. Okay, right here. And right there. I don't suppose this guy could be pushed, could he? And yeah, this boss fight soundtrack is dope. I mean, this is what we need, right? We need our boy Hubert to do Hubert things, man. So can he move a little closer? I mean, just shoot him, man. Big hit. The target isn't down quite yet there, pal. Okay, so the dog can guard an area. Interesting. Okay. So it kind of seems like this guy's going to move up. I don't know if he has a ranged attack or exactly what, but I think we get a beast down. And we just be real careful, I think. So let's move our druid like right here. For you, I think we use the cleansing beam. I mean, I can move you a little bit. Let's move you a little bit. Use the cleansing beam. That's right. Heaven, let your light shine down. Dog come, dog attack. It's a little too early for that. Looks like we got a snake this time. Let's have the dog defend the cleric. Alright, let's rock and roll with something like that. Alright, a crystal adds insult to injury. Okay, so he does have some ranged attacks. Looks like it pierces through the dog with the bite, though. How about that? Just being real fierce in the face of death and destruction. A whopping 18 HP hit here. Just so impressive, man. Giant hit, and then the dog. Dog, get in there. That's right. Good boy. I think we... Nope. That's in cooldown, so that's not going to happen. Can I push this guy? He's too big to throw. Okay, that was my thoughts. No skills on that. So, you. Can you get in there with the talon swipe? He can. It looks like that's all she wrote. Let's go. Talon swipe. That's right. Earth devours. Nature grieves this loss. You were right. You were always right. I was never good enough. The light prevails. Evil never stood a chance. That's right. That is the end of the run. So, we completed 10 nodes, killed 24 enemies, of course. Rip our brawler, but we made a nice recovery. Especially with this, like, siege bow. Like, this crazy crossbow, man. What an insane weapon that is. Let's get our pieces. It looks like we did level up. Okay, so let's get our unlocks then. Okay, so we have a new crystal gem. On move, deal 4 lightning damage to the nearest enemy. And then we have crystal leveled up. Increase luck by 5%. We will certainly take it. So I don't fully understand this system, but this is where those level ups are applied. Or sorry, so this is a new crystal skill, okay? Leveling up the crystal unlocks new skills. Select one to equip. It's funny because this game yells at you to follow the tutorial. Okay, so you can actually, like, cater. You can have 14 total selected. These will obviously show up in runs. But let's say I didn't want this, right? Looks like there's different tiers of these skills as well. So that's pretty cool. But this right here, it looks like that level up was simply just... Yeah, so I'm not too sure about this exactly yet, what that does, the crystal rune system. But this right here is pretty self-explanatory. You can, tweak and tailor the gem pool for your crystal upgrades. Pretty cool. So we have Xander here. Can't use him. He's just kind of the MC, I suppose. But the Arcanist is pretty strong. Had a lot of fun using him in the tutorial run that I just did. However, my friends, we are, of course, out of time here today. But this has been Blightstone, a fantastic and challenging turn-based strategy roguelike with some fresh new mechanics, some fresh new systems, you know, a nice little spin on the genre. And I think this game is actually really, really well done. Like, I really do enjoy how inventive it is. I like the colors, I like the music, I like the quick tactical battles. Like, those are fun. And then, of course, you never quite know what you're going to find throughout the course of a run. In the run that you just saw, right, we got a absolutely beastly bow, and it defined our run. I mean, our archer was hitting for what, 18 plus damage with a 50% critical hit chance. Absolutely insane. But maybe, you know, these are the type of broken builds we can expect to encounter in a game like this. Certainly have to monitor the game and find out. So if you want to check out the free demo for yourself, you can certainly do so. There's a link in the video description below. Just click that, the demo's free. And like I said, the release is simply 2025, so sometime soon. Really did enjoy my time with Blightstone. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts about the game as well. So I want to thank you for spending some time on the channel today, my friends. Smash a like button if you enjoyed yourself, or maybe if you found a new game that you enjoy. Right, smash that like button, would greatly appreciate that. Consider becoming a subscriber if you are new here as well. That really does help out. And of course, we're a growing community, so join a growing community. I would absolutely love to have ya. And if you want to get access to super cool custom emojis, then become a member as well. Join the Abo Pro Army. Would love to have ya. So thanks so much, my friends. I'm heading on out of here, but I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.